Hello everyone, and welcome back to YouTube Daily Military. U.S. Airmen from Team Travis participate in a maximum aircraft generation event for Exercise Golden Phoenix at Travis Air Force Base, California, May 12, 2023. In support of the maximum generation event, the 60th Air Mobility Wing launched 21 aircraft in rapid succession. The event provided the opportunity for airmen to hone readiness capabilities in a response to potential real-world contingencies. APS airmen moved the mission. Airmen from the 436th Aerial Port Squadron load cargo onto a C-5M Super Galaxy at Dover Air Force Base, Delaware, February 5, 2023. The 436th APS, also known as the Superport, is the Department of Defense's largest aerial port, providing air transportation support for global reach to more than 100 countries via the C-5M and the C-17 Globemaster III. Airmen from the 1st Expeditionary Rescue Group and the 60th Air Mobility Wing, Travis Air Force Base, California, unload two HH-60 Pave Hawk helicopters along with other cargo from a C-5M Super Galaxy at an undisclosed location, Southwest Asia. The C-5 provides heavy intercontinental range strategic airlift capabilities and is able to carry oversized loads as one of the largest military aircraft in the world. The 735th Air Mobility Squadron moved more than 1,300 tons of cargo and received more than 40 C-5 Super Galaxy aircraft in support of the Joint Base Pearl Harbor-Hickam water quality recovery efforts during December 2021 and January 2023. First, Lieutenant Kayla Ross describes the impact these missions had on the airmen and civilian employees at the 735th AMS, and squadron's ongoing efforts to assist water quality recovery. The 76th Aerial Port Squadron helped pack and load more than 35,000 pounds of cargo onto a C-5 Super Galaxy aircraft from Dover Air Force Base, Delaware. The cargo is being flown to Honduras on behalf of MedWish International via the Denton program. 22nd AS delivers cargo to the Dominican Republic. Airmen from the 22nd Airlift Squadron based at Travis Air Force Base, California, deliver emergency response vehicles and firefighting equipment to the Dominican Republic. The 8-day mission consisted of an additional humanitarian drop and joint cargo load training. Turbo Distribution 19-1, airmen from the 821st Contingency Response Squadron and 709th Airlift Squadron offload cargo from a C-5 Super Galaxy during exercise Turbo Distribution 19-1. Turbo Distribution 19-1 is a joint task force port opening exercise designed to train personnel to rapidly respond to humanitarian aid/disaster response missions in austere locations, set up basic infrastructure and receive/begin initial theater distribution of cargo. Marine light attack and utility helicopters demonstrate joint expeditionary capabilities with Air Force transport aircraft, B-roll, U.S. Marines with Marine Light Attack Helicopter Squadron 169, Marine Aircraft Group 39, 3rd Marine Aircraft Wing, and U.S. Airmen load ordnance into a U.S. Air Force C-5 Galaxy from the 22nd Airlift Squadron, 60th Air Mobility Wing, for a joint fires exercise to take place in North Carolina, on Marine Corps Air Station Camp Pendleton, California, January 24, 2023. The departure demonstrates the joint capability of rapidly transporting light attack and utility helicopters to new locations and operating on an accelerated timeline. Marine light attack and utility helicopters demonstrate joint expeditionary capabilities with Air Force transport aircraft, U.S. Marines with Marine Light Attack Helicopter Squadron 169, Marine Aircraft Group 39, 3rd Marine Aircraft Wing, onload a AH-1Z Viper and UH-1Y Venom into a U.S. Air Force C-5 Galaxy from the 22nd Airlift Squadron, 60th Air Mobility Wing, on Marine Corps Air Station Camp Pendleton, California, to transport them to North Carolina for a joint fires exercise, January 23, 2023. The loading evolution demonstrates the joint capability of rapidly transporting light attack and utility helicopters to new locations and operating on an accelerated timeline. Nexus Rising HH-60G PAVE Hawk Load, Reserve Citizen Airmen from the 349th Air Mobility Wing, soldiers from the California Army Guard's 49th Military Police Brigade, and airmen from the California Air National Guard's 129th Rescue Wing load an HH-60G PAVE Hawk helicopter onto a C-5M Super Galaxy during exercise Nexus Rising at Moffett Air National Guard Base, California. Nexus Rising is a 3-day joint combat readiness exercise that challenges airmen and soldiers to effectively deploy and operate in a contested, degraded environment. Early load-up of M1A2 at Ramstein, soldiers from the 1st Brigade, 3rd Infantry Division and airmen from Ramstein Air Force Base load an M1A2 Abrams main battle tanks onto an Air Mobility Command C-17 Globemaster cargo plane from McCord Air Force Base, Washington. U.S. Army Europe is deploying 2 M1s to Bulgaria in support of exercise Speed and Power. This is the first time M1A2 tanks have been moved by air within Europe, and the first time Abrams tanks have fired at the Novo Selo training area in Bulgaria. The tanks are part of the European Activity Set, which is designed to support the U.S. Army's regionally aligned force. The EAS enhances the capability of the RAF Brigade and provides it the combat systems necessary to conduct unified land operations training alongside European allies and other partner nations in the region. Training that strengthens the interoperability between allied armies, enhances trust, and strengthens the enduring relationships that are the foundation of security in the region. M1A2 Abrams tank offload in Bulgaria. Birol, an M1A2 Abrams tank is offloaded from a C-17 aircraft in Bulgaria as part of Operation Speed and Power. Operation Speed and Power will present the first time for an M1A2 Abrams tank fires live rounds in Bulgaria. This operation is a joint training exercise which will demonstrate U.S. Army Europe's preparedness to deliver strategic effect in Atlantic Resolve South by showcasing the freedom of movement to maneuver and fire M1A2 Abrams anywhere along the eastern flank. This ability enables the NATO allies to defend themselves against all threats, and shows that the alliance remains ready to defend itself anywhere at any time. M1A2 Abrams rolling in for exercise Iron Union 19, a U.S. Army M1A2 Abrams main battle tank is loaded onto a C-17 Globemaster III for use during exercise Iron Union 19 at Ali Al Salem, Kuwait, May 20, 2023. B-roll, Marines load HIMARS onto C-5, U.S. Marines with 5th Battalion, 11th Marine Regiment, 1st Marine Division, and U.S. Airmen with 9th Airlift Squadron, 436th Airlift Wing Air Mobility Command, load M142 High Mobility Artillery Rocket Systems onto a U.S. Air Force C-5 Galaxy during a loading exercise at Marine Corps Air Station Camp Pendleton, California, February 7, 2023. Marines with the battalion conducted the exercise in order to rehearse the planning and execution of embarking a self-sustaining platoon on a C-5. Soldiers assigned to 326th Brigade Engineer Battalion, 1st Brigade Combat Team 101st Air Division, Air Assault, worked with the 22nd Airlift Squadron, based out of the Travis Air Force Base, by completing cold load training on a C-5 Galaxy at Fort Campbell's Airfield. 326 BEB soldiers executed this training during the division's training density. The purpose of this exercise is to focus and train soldiers on static loading for future missions while working with joint services. 1st Marine Division Embarkation Training. U.S. Marines with 1st Marine Division participate in C-5M Super Galaxy embarkation training at Marine Corps Air Station Camp Pendleton, California. Embarkation Marines from across a Marine Expeditionary Force were given the opportunity to learn about the aircraft and participate in loading and securing a variety of tactical vehicles.